What's going on, everybody? It's Condog. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. And I'm still sick. I've been sick for a little bit, and I've been lazy, and therefore the content has slowed. And I apologize for that. That seems to be a reoccurring theme here. Anyway, welcome back. Loving the new Caldera map. Like I said a little bit ago, a week ago. Super fun. The guns are ugly, but it's Warzone, and I love Warzone. Gameplay is great and fun as always. So I hope you enjoy these clips that I have today. This was a game I played with some randoms, which I normally don't do because I don't like playing with people that I don't know. In the sense that usually nobody has a mic, or if they do, they're blasting what sounds like a broken Bluetooth speaker playing garbage rap in their headset. So I prefer not to do randoms. But I have been recently, simply because most of my friends have been playing different games, schedules haven't lined up to play games with people, and I need the content and the practice. So I've been doing that. But anyway, this game had a weird ending. All of my teammates left me because that's what randoms do. It sucked. But there's still some fun moments, some good gameplay that's going to help me go MLG someday. But that's not what I'm talking about today. My MLG career, that's postponed because that's never going to happen. But what I really want to talk about is 2022, New Year's. Not New Year's resolutions, because I think those are stupid. And if you disagree, that's totally fine. I just think waiting, well, I'll get into it. But New Year's resolutions. 2022, it's going to be an interesting year. I really am trying to push myself to do better with content. It can be super difficult sometimes. Mostly because it's I'm sure using a PC is a real hassle to edit things, but using a console to do it, like my poor self, it is just taxing to get the content, one, but also to edit everything on my controller can be frustrating and really annoying. And so sometimes I push it off because I'm like, oh gosh, I recorded a bunch of stuff, which is great, but I really don't want to sit there and go through it all because it's a lot of work. But I'll get better at it. I'm sure I will. But I want to do better on that this year. Again, that's not a resolution. That's just a desire I have to put more content out because it's still tons of fun. But on the topic of resolutions, growing up, I heard, every year people would be like, oh, Condog, what's your resolution? Are you going to plant more trees? Are you going to pick up more garbage? Are you going to drink less Diet Coke? Are you going to do X, Y, or Z? And back in the day, I was always like, of course, yeah, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But as I've gotten older, I've realized New Year's resolutions are just dumb. Because there's a difference between a New Year's resolution and like setting a real goal. I think waiting until the end of the year and the start of a new year to improve yourself is just stupid. It's kind of a waste of time. I mean, I don't know about everyone else. I think it's super self-defeating because I was burned out by New Year's. Oh my gosh, I was done with school. That burned me out. Being around, not that I don't love my family, but being around my family and interacting, doing different things, that's taxing as it is emotionally and physically, taking care of people's kids, my nephews and whatever else. So I just think, why wait until the worst time of the year, a few days after Christmas, the most miserable time of the year? Why wait until then to make changes that you want to see in your life? I just think that's very silly. To put it lightly, I just think it's dumb. You don't need to wait to post on Instagram at the end of the year that you want to be a better human or eat less or do whatever it is that you personally want to change. You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait. You don't need to, it doesn't have to be January 1st to be a better human being or to do things that make you happy. It can be right now. It can be after this video. It can be yesterday. It could be a week from now. It literally can be any time. And so I think New Year's resolutions are just silly. Just a big, silly thing. And I'm thankful as I've gotten older, like that conversation has stopped existing in my house. And I guess this makes me like anti New Year's holiday, which, well, I'll get into that. But it's just that conversation has been gone for a while in my house. And I think it's awesome not to have that conversation because if people want to change for the better, they'll go to the appropriate resources or people to ask for help and support. And they don't need to sit on a table after a long New Year's Eve party and then be like, oh, I'm going to be so much better this year. Great, but you can do it any day. That's what I'm saying. Not trying to discourage people from being better, but again, doesn't have to be New Year's Day. And speaking of New Year's, mine was pretty chill this year. For those of you that are asking, because I know all of you are curious, I went out to dinner with a few friends, had a wonderful breakfast burrito, hung out, watched some college football, and went to bed at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was beautiful. It was quite relaxing. Another thing about getting older, at least for me, I act like I'm 48 when really I'm 22. I just hate the whole big parties, jumping around, music. I just hate that. Oh, it drives me nuts. That's why I'm a gamer. It's easier. It's not as loud and obnoxious. So my New Year's was relaxed, and I hope that you guys had good New Year's, whether that was setting your resolution, which I'll support, even though I disagree with your planning, or getting wild, I'll support, even though I don't want to do it. I will totally support it because I care about the things that make you happy. I do. If no one else does, if no one else cares, I will care because we are friends here. So yeah, that was basically where the week was, and I got super sick, so it was really hard to. Playing video games was kind of hard just because I felt like crap. Normally, if I'm kind of sick, it's nice to play a game and relax, but I just honestly could not focus. Not COVID or what's it called? That new variant. The Ligma variant. I can't remember. That's not what it is. I just have a cold that still exists, even though people don't believe it does. I believe in Santa and the common cold. I know that they're both real. They come every year. Sometimes more than once. But that's besides the point. So things are good, getting better. I do have a ton of footage I'm going to condense and just start getting uploaded. I'm still working on this series for you guys, for those of you who are interested in an authentic World War II experience here on Caldera. It is coming, and I will be giving it to you. So be prepared for that. Keep your eyes open, and let me know how things are going with you. Let me know what you think of the video. Seriously. Appreciate your support, those of you that watch the videos. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're new around here, subscribe, because there's plenty more of me rambling to come and plenty matches that I lose. Anyway, guys, hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll talk soon.